Morning, everybody. My name is Chris. I'm one of the salesmen here at Chuck Hunt Nissan. I just wanted to give you 5 reasons in 2025 on why you should buy a Nissan. Nissan's brand is really good quality for a really great price. With these 5 reasons, hopefully you'll be more interested in buying a Nissan because I think it is a really solid brand. Alrighty, first is going to be affordability. Nissan has a great assortment of different vehicles, anywhere between, sedans, SUVs, trucks, just about anything. We have electric cars. We don't have hybrids just yet. We did, but we're possibly going to get into that later. But our cheapest vehicle is going to be the 2025 Nissan Versa. These start around $20,000 to $22,000 depending on the trim level and everything like that. All of our vehicles come with, a safety shield 360, blind spot warning, backup cameras, push button starts, all kinds of good features. You're not even going to get a turnkey version of, you can, there are turnkey versions of this, but most of them are push button starts. Starting out at 20 grand, depending on, again, the trim level that you get. Going anywhere, our top, like our Pathfinder is a third row SUV. Its top trim level is at 55,000. Most top trim levels are in the 60s to 70,000s. The Pathfinder is one of the best vehicles that you can get, especially at a third row SUV. Then we have our midsize trucks that are usually anywhere between 30 to 40 to 50,000, depending on, again, the trim level. But for price point that you're trying to stay around, if you're trying to stay around a low car payment, things like that, we have a great assortment of different vehicles that fit just about anyone. All right, another one is comfort. Just from, anywhere between the Versas to the Pathfinders, they're really, really comfortable vehicles. You get cloth and it doesn't feel like you're sitting on cardboard. You get leather and it's just very cushiony. It's not like a pleather or anything like that. It's actually very comfortable. We also offer what's called zero gravity seats. Basically, like where we live in Jackson, they're notorious for having not the best roads. A lot of people, when we take them on test drives, especially in the Pathfinder, like this is the Rock Creek, it has more of the muddier tires on it. So it's not going to be as smooth of a drive. It's going to be a little loud, but it's not going to be very bumpy. Then you go to like a Platinum or something like that. When you have the zero gravity seats, it kind of helps cushion all the bumps and stuff that you go over so you don't get jarred and bad. And obviously you have leather. Even with the Rock Creek, it's cloth on the inside than leather on the outside. And you can get like an S trim on the Pathfinder. Even then, they're one of the most comfortable vehicles I personally have ever driven. Anytime our rental ask someone to go get a Pathfinder down from where we keep our rentals, I'm more than happy to bring them down. I love the price of these vehicles as well. Again, starting anywhere between 40 to 55,000. It's third row. I have 2 kids, so just finding a vehicle at that level of luxury at that price point is very, very good. Comfortable. Then you have a third row as well. Not the best with the leg room, but they are getting better. Obviously, the Armada is going to give you the most leg room in the third row. But, I sat in the third row and I'm around 6 feet tall. I had no issues with that. So comfort-wise, you have anywhere between a bench seat full of captain's chairs. Very comfortable seating. I sat in the back. I've sat in the passenger seat. I've driven them. And I love, the Pathfinder is one of the easiest things to sell because when they drive the car, they kind of fall in love with how comfortable and how spacious it is. Next, we have fuel efficiency. The Nissan Rogue is one of the most popular vehicles in Nissan, mainly because of the gas efficiency that you get in it. It's a midsize and it gets, 32, 33 miles per gallon combined usually. On the Rock Creek Rogue, which just got introduced this year on the 2025, you get about 29 combined because it is all-wheel drive. When you go all-wheel drive, you do lose a little bit of the gas mileage, but you do get more traction and control. This is like the Baja Storm color. Very beautiful color, helps with dirt, especially on the Rock Creek roads. If you're doing the off-roads, what the Rock Creek trim is supposed to be, is definitely a good color to go with. But fuel efficiency is just definitely something that, all of our vehicles have really good fuel efficiency. Even our Armada went from a V8 to a V6, so you're getting better gas mileage there. Our Murano went from a V6 to a 4-cylinder. These are rocking a 3-cylinder in them. And even our V6 mid-sized trucks at Frontier still get, in the mid-20s. It all depends on how you drive the vehicle, eco mode, if you're slamming on the gas, things like that. But the Rogue kind of fits in that, that broad statement of wanting to be above 30 miles per gallon. Great family vehicle, great, you don't even have to have family and you're still going to have really great gas mileage. My wife has a Sentra and we have 2 kids. She can put $25 in to fill it up and gets over 400 miles. And she gets about 40 miles per gallon because we drive a lot of highway and she keeps it in eco mode. So just kind of shows you the broadness of different vehicles that you could do to get really good gas mileage. Next thing I want to talk to you about is safety features. We have on all of our vehicles what's called the Safety Shield 360. It comes with 6 features, 2 on the front, 2 on the side, 2 on the rear. In the front, you have high beam assist and you have automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection. So when you're going through the parking lots, someone runs out in front of you, going slow enough speed, it'll automatically brake you so you don't hit them. On the side, you have blind spot warning and lane departure warning. Blind spot is going to have that little light in the mirror. And so, you know, when someone's in your blind spot, if you try to get over, it'll beep at you, keep you in the lane. Then you have lane departure warning. It'll vibrate the steering wheel. If you start getting off the lane or if you start getting towards the middle, it'll vibrate the steering wheel. In the back, you have the rear automatic braking. You also have the rear cross traffic alert. It sends out a signal with the sonar system about 66 feet in both directions just to kind of tell you what vehicle is coming. If you're backing up, you have cars beside you, you have a wall beside you, you can't see. It sends out a signal about 66 feet so you know what is coming in your direction. There's some of the features that you can get on all Nissans. All right, we have over 10 options of different vehicles. I mean, we have anywhere between, the Versa, the Sentra, the Altima. Going to SUVs, you have the Kicks, the Rogue, the Murano, the Pathfinder, the Armada. Going to electric, you have the Leaf, you have the Aria. Going to trucks, we unfortunately don't have the Titan anymore, but we do have the Frontier. It's the only midsize 6-cylinder truck that is still sold. So we're a little bit proud of that. Come down to 495 Van Drive, Chuck Hutton. We'll be more than happy to get you into some.